The Egyptian pyramids, rising majestically from the desert sands, have fascinated and mystified people for centuries. These iconic structures are not just architectural marvels but also enigmatic time capsules, holding within their ancient stone walls the secrets of a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago. The mysteries surrounding the construction, purpose, and significance of the Egyptian pyramids have captivated the human imagination, making them one of the most iconic and enduring symbols of ancient Egypt. Join me on a journey through the sands of time as we delve into the enigmatic world of the Egyptian pyramids, unlocking their profound historical and cultural significance. 1. Historical background. Ancient Egypt, often referred to as the gift of the Nile, was a remarkable civilization that flourished along the banks of the Nile River in northeastern Africa. It is renowned for its enduring contributions to art, culture, and architecture. The era during which the iconic pyramids were constructed is known as the Old Kingdom period. Overview of Ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt is believed to have been established around 3100 BCE and lasted for over 3,000 years until the conquest of Alexander the Great in 332 BCE. The civilization was characterized by a well-organized society, a complex religious belief system, and remarkable achievements in various fields, including architecture, mathematics, and medicine. The Nile River played a central role in the daily life of the ancient Egyptians, providing fertile land for agriculture and a natural transportation route. The Old Kingdom, circa 2686 to 2181 BCE. The Old Kingdom, also known as the Age of the Pyramids, was one of the most significant periods in ancient Egyptian history. It was a time of centralized government, with the pharaoh at the helm of a powerful and stable state. The construction of the famous pyramids, which served as royal tombs, is a hallmark of this era. The most renowned pyramids were built at Giza, including the Great Pyramid of Khufu, Cheops, the Pyramid of Khafre, and the Pyramid of Menkaure. These colossal structures were meticulously designed and constructed, showcasing the exceptional engineering and architectural prowess of the ancient Egyptians. They were built to house the pharaohs in the afterlife and were filled with treasures and artifacts. The Old Kingdom period, marked by its grand pyramids and elaborate burial practices, laid the foundation for many aspects of Egyptian culture and society that would continue to evolve throughout its long history. 2. Pyramid construction. Quarrying and transporting the massive stone blocks used in the construction of the Egyptian pyramids were remarkable engineering achievements. The process involved a combination of techniques and a significant labor force. Here's an overview of how it was done. The first step was to identify and select suitable limestone or granite quarries. The type of stone varied depending on the pyramid's location and the availability of resources. The extraction process typically began with workers chiseling channels or trenches around the intended stone block. These channels were then filled with wooden pegs or gorges. Water was poured onto the pegs, causing them to expand and crack the stone along these channels. Once the stone block was partially separated from the bedrock, it was leveraged using wooden beams, and earth ramps were built to elevate one end of the block. This allowed workers to slide the stone onto sleds or rollers. Sleds or wooden rollers were used to transport the stone blocks from the quarries to the construction site. Lubricating the path with water or wet sand reduced friction, making it easier to move the massive stones. Workers likely utilized manpower and animal power, oxen or donkeys, to pull the sleds. The use of sleds and wooden rollers was fundamental to transporting the stone blocks over land. These sleds were made from strong, durable wood and were greased with water or animal fat to reduce friction. Workers pulled the sleds with ropes or dragged them using a coordinated effort. Temporary earthen ramps were constructed to move the stone blocks to higher levels of the pyramid. These ramps were built in sections, allowing workers to gradually ascend as the pyramid grew in height. Once the stone blocks reached their intended level, a lifting mechanism involving a combination of levers, counterweights, and manpower was used to position them precisely in place. Workers placed the stone blocks on top of a layer of sand, allowing them to be easily adjusted and leveled. The ramps used for transporting the stones were often designed in a zigzag pattern to allow for the gradual ascent and to maintain a manageable incline. The entire process was labor-intensive and required careful planning and coordination. It's important to note that while the exact techniques used in pyramid construction are still a subject of study and debate among archaeologists and historians, the methods mentioned here are widely accepted as plausible explanations for how these massive stone blocks were quarried and moved to construct the pyramids of Egypt. 3. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Giza, also known as the Pyramid of Khufu or the Pyramid of Cheops, is one of the most iconic and significant structures in human history. Here's an overview of its dimensions, construction, and significance. The Great Pyramid is the largest of the three pyramids at Giza, located on the outskirts of modern-day Cairo, Egypt. Its original height is believed to have been approximately 146.6 meters, 481 feet, but due to the loss of the outer casing stones over the centuries, it now stands at around 138.8 meters, 455 feet. The base of the pyramid is a near-perfect square, with sides measuring approximately 230.4 meters, 756 feet. It was built using massive stone blocks, most of which were made of Tura limestone, with the inner chambers constructed using granite. The construction of the Great Pyramid is an engineering marvel that remains the subject of study and debate. The exact techniques used are not entirely known, but several theories exist. The traditional theory suggests that a straight or zigzagging earthen ramp was used to move the massive stone blocks to higher levels as construction progressed. Some alternative theories propose the use of a spiral ramp built on the exterior of the pyramid. Another theory, known as the internal ramp theory, suggests that a winding ramp was built inside the pyramid to facilitate the movement of stones. Regardless of the method, the precision with which the blocks were cut, shaped, and fitted together is remarkable. The builders had an intricate understanding of mathematics and engineering. The Great Pyramid was constructed during the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom, around 2580 to 2560 BCE, during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, or Cheops. It was originally built as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu and was part of a complex that included smaller pyramids for his queens, mortuary temples, and a causeway. The pyramid's significance lies not only in its monumental size and construction but also in its cultural, religious, and historical importance. It reflects the architectural and engineering prowess of ancient Egypt. It served as a symbol of the pharaoh's divine power and immortality. The precision of its alignment and dimensions is thought to have astronomical and astrological significance. The Great Pyramid is aligned with remarkable accuracy to the cardinal points of the compass, a feat that has fascinated researchers for centuries. The Great Pyramid of Giza remains a testament to the achievements of ancient Egyptian civilization and has captivated the world for millennia. Its mysteries, including the methods of construction and its astronomical significance, continue to be subjects of study and fascination. 4. Purpose of the pyramids. The construction of the Egyptian pyramids, including the Great Pyramid of Giza, served multiple important purposes, reflecting the complex social, cultural, and religious aspects of ancient Egyptian society. Here are the primary reasons for building the pyramids. Tombs for pharaohs. One of the primary functions of the pyramids was to serve as monumental tombs for the pharaohs, the rulers of ancient Egypt. These immense structures housed the pharaohs' mummified remains, along with treasures and offerings. The belief in an afterlife was central to Egyptian religion, and the pyramids were designed to ensure the pharaoh's successful transition to the next world. Elaborate burial chambers and funerary rituals were integral to this process. Symbol of pharaonic power. The pyramids were powerful symbols of the pharaoh's divine authority and might. The immense size and precision of their construction demonstrated the pharaoh's ability to marshal resources and labor on an unprecedented scale. The pyramid's geometry and the concept of the benben, a sacred stone associated with creation, further emphasized the pharaoh's role as a mediator between the mortal world and the gods. Religious significance. The pyramids had strong religious significance, as they were seen as vehicles to help the pharaohs reach the realm of the gods in the afterlife. The pyramid's orientation, alignment with celestial bodies, and architectural symbolism were believed to facilitate the pharaoh's journey to the heavens. The pyramid's shape, representing the rays of the sun, connected the pharaoh to the sun god Ra. The funerary temples and causeways associated with the pyramids played a crucial role in religious rituals and offerings to honor the deceased pharaoh. Economic and social factors. Building the pyramids served as a massive economic and social endeavor. The construction required the mobilization of a vast workforce, including skilled laborers, craftsmen, and farmers who worked on a rotating basis. Workers and laborers often received payment in the form of food, shelter, and other essentials, contributing to the economy and well-being of the population. Cultural continuity and tradition. The pyramid building tradition became deeply ingrained in Egyptian culture. Successive generations of pharaohs continued the practice, each seeking to surpass their predecessors with grander pyramids. The construction of pyramids represented a continuity of tradition and a connection to Egypt's glorious past. The idea of achieving an eternal existence in the afterlife through a grand pyramid tomb was a powerful cultural motivator. Engineering and architectural achievement. The construction of the pyramids was a testament to the advanced engineering and architectural knowledge of ancient Egyptians. The precise alignment, massive stone blocks, and ingenious construction techniques were a source of national pride and an enduring legacy. In summary, the pyramids of Egypt had multifaceted significance, encompassing their role as tombs, symbols of pharaonic power, religious structures, economic engines, cultural symbols, and architectural marvels. They remain a remarkable testament to the civilization's beliefs and achievements, captivating the world with their enigmatic and enduring presence. 5. Unanswered questions and mysteries. Construction techniques. The exact methods used to quarry, transport, and position the massive stone blocks remain a subject of debate among scholars. While several theories exist, the specifics of how such precise engineering was achieved with the available technology remain elusive. Alignment and precision. The remarkable alignment of the pyramids with the cardinal points of the compass, along with the precision of their dimensions, suggests an advanced understanding of mathematics and astronomy. The purpose behind these precise alignments remains a mystery. Astronomical functions. Some researchers speculate that the pyramids had astronomical functions or served as observatories. The relationships between the pyramids and celestial bodies, such as the alignment with certain stars or the solstices, are still subjects of study and interpretation. Labor force. While it's known that a vast labor force was involved in pyramid construction, the organization, logistics, and management of this workforce remain unclear. The treatment of workers and the means of motivating them are subjects of investigation. Purpose of hidden chambers. The Great Pyramid contains hidden chambers and corridors whose purpose is not definitively understood. The function of the so-called Queen's Chamber and the purpose of the narrow shafts leading from the King's Chamber continue to intrigue researchers. Timeline of construction. The exact timeline for building the pyramids, including how long each pyramid took to complete and whether construction occurred continuously or intermittently, is not well documented. 6. Debunking myths and conspiracies. Alien construction theories. Some people suggest that aliens built the pyramids due to their precise engineering. However, there is ample evidence of human construction, including quarry marks, tools, and extensive historical records. No mortar myth. It's often claimed that the pyramids were constructed without mortar. In reality, ancient Egyptians used mortar to bond the stone blocks. Traces of this mortar have been found between the blocks. Slavery claims. While the construction of the pyramids required a massive workforce, the idea that slaves built them is not supported by historical evidence. Many workers were skilled laborers who were well-fed and compensated. Hidden chambers for treasures. Some believe that hidden chambers in the pyramids contain undiscovered treasures. Numerous explorations have revealed no substantial evidence of hidden wealth in the pyramids. Water erosion theory. There's a theory that the pyramids show signs of water erosion, suggesting they are much older. This concept is not widely accepted, as the erosion patterns can be explained by other factors, such as wind and sand. 7. Impact on history and culture. Architectural influence. The pyramid's iconic shape and grand scale have inspired architectural designs worldwide, from ancient structures like the ziggurats of Mesopotamia to modern buildings and monuments. The principles of symmetry, precision, and stability in pyramid construction continue to inform architectural and engineering practices. Cultural significance. The pyramids embody the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt and its rich cultural heritage. They represent the pinnacle of human achievement in engineering and artistry. The pyramids serve as a symbol of Egypt, attracting millions of tourists and researchers, contributing to the country's cultural and economic identity. Pop culture and media. The pyramids have been featured in countless books, movies, and documentaries, perpetuating their mystique and cultural allure. They are often associated with adventure, exploration, and historical intrigue in popular culture. Educational value. The study of the pyramids and their construction techniques continues to be a valuable educational resource, fostering interest in archaeology, history, and engineering. 9. Conclusion. Exploring the pyramids and ancient Egyptian history is a captivating journey that can transport you back in time to a civilization of remarkable achievements and enduring mysteries. Whether you're an aspiring historian, an architecture enthusiast, or simply curious, I encourage you to delve deeper into this fascinating world. That's pretty much for today. I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe to our channel for more interesting mysteries.